Attending a funeral feels hard. When you walk in, everything seems heavy and quiet, like the air is filled with sadness. You look around and see people crying, hugging, or just sitting silently. It feels strange, like a bad dream you can't wake up from. Your mind fills with memories, times when they smiled at you, laughed with you, or held your hand. You try to hold on to those moments, but they slip away too fast. You might feel a mix of emotions. One minute you're sad, and the next you feel nothing at all, like you're just watching everything happen from far away. You might also feel guilty, maybe for not saying, I love you enough, or for the times you got mad at them. You wonder if they knew how much you cared. Deep down, you hope they did. As people talk about the person who's gone, you realize they are still a part of your heart. They live on in the stories people share, in the love they give, and in the memories you carry. The hardest part is saying goodbye. It feels like they're being taken away forever, and that's scary. But even though they aren't here anymore, your love for them never goes away. You will always remember them, and in that way, they stay with you, always. The funeral marks their passing, but grief doesn't end there. You don't lose them just once. You lose them again and again in 1,000 different ways, every single day. Sometimes it happens multiple times in a day. It's a relentless cycle, one you must endure as each reminder of their absence pulls you in opposite directions. With every passing moment, you feel both further from them and closer to them at the same time. Moving forward takes immense courage when all you want is to go back to yesterday. The loneliness lingers, and you're never truly okay. That's the reality of loss. It isn't something to fix, only something to carry. The funeral marks the start of a continuous cycle of loss. You'll relive their absence repeatedly, sometimes multiple times a day, enduring constant reminders. Each moment feels like moving further away and closer simultaneously. Facing the future requires courage when you long for the past. Loss is lonely and persistent. It's something you carry rather than fix. Attending a funeral is a profoundly emotional and surreal experience. Upon arrival, one may feel a significant weight in their chest, making it difficult to breathe. The atmosphere is thick with grief, creating a silent, suffocating presence that affects everyone present. There is a struggle between disbelief and acceptance. How has this loss occurred? How can they no longer be here? As you look around, you notice familiar faces, each reflecting the same sorrow. Yet there is an isolating sensation. Memories resurface, moments of laughter, conversations, and seemingly insignificant events that have now gained immense importance. These memories are precious, yet elusive, slipping away like sand through fingers. At times, the pain is so intense that remaining present feels unbearable. Conversely, there can be numbness, a sense of detachment as if observing from an external perspective. The words spoken during the service may blur together. They are heard but feel distant. Guilt also emerges. Guilt for unspoken words, for moments taken for granted, and for being here when the departed is not. You question whether they knew the extent of their significance to you, and you hope they did. Throughout the service, you are caught in the ebb and flow of grief. One moment overwhelmed by sadness, the next moment warmed by a fond memory. Even in death, the departed remain present in your heart, your memories, and the stories shared during the service. The most challenging part is the final farewell. As they are laid to rest, it feels as though a part of you is being buried with them. Nonetheless, life continues. It will change and bear the weight of loss, but there is a quiet understanding that love endures, even beyond death. The funeral signifies the beginning of an ongoing experience of loss. Their absence will be felt repeatedly, possibly multiple times a day, through various reminders. Each moment can simultaneously feel like moving further away and closer to them. Facing the future involves adjusting while remembering the past. Loss is a continuous and solitary experience that one carries rather than resolves. If you're a man with a family, life insurance isn't a choice, it's a responsibility. The best part? You decide your monthly payment. DM me or comment One Life if you're ready to protect your loved ones. Call 330-577-3496 to get started today.